Hello, friends. My name is Ashok Bedi. I'm a psychiatrist and a psychoanalyst. I've had the privilege to meet some of you before in some of my previous presentations. Today, we are going to explore a dark subject and hopefully put some light on it, and also claim some light and luminosity from the shadow. One of the central concepts of Jung's analytical psychology is the concept of shadow. It befuddles us, it haunts us, it follows us. Wherever we get into light, ostensibly, there has to be a shadow around us. Unfortunately, most of us are not aware of the shadow because we are dazzled by our light, by our own gravitas in the communitas. We are following the sun, but a night always follows a day. And the question is, who carries the darkness? How to digest, assimilate, and harvest the darkness to claim a dawn, a new light, a new beginning, a new adaptation. That's a central theme of Jung's analytical psychology and the individuation process. We have to, each one of us has to run the gauntlet of the shadow before we can claim higher and deeper consciousness. So the question then remains, how is the shadow created? So if you take a source of light and you are the observer, then something has to obstruct that light to create the shadow. In other words, there has to be a protagonist, a factor, a vector, a element in the collective or personal consciousness that obstructs the light and that creates the shadow. So what obstructs the light of the human, of the archetypes that shines into our life and gives us vitality, life force, prana? What gets in that way? And what is the connection between the light and the shadow all the time? I will look at that from both a Jungian and, of course, a Eastern perspective, from the tradition of the Vedanta, Advaita, undivided, unitive consciousness, because that says that all is connected with each other. So light and shadow are twins. They are part of the same totality. And it is aptly mentioned and amplified in Hindu scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Vedanta, and others, Upanishads. And we will touch base on some of those concepts here and there as we take a deeper descent into the mystery of the shadow. So, when there is a source of light, someone gets in the way. What gets in the way to cast a shadow? More often than not, it is our parental complexes. Now, the parents don't have just their own complexes from de novo. They also inherited from somewhere. So the parents, unfortunately, have inherited their complexes from upstream from their own parents and grandparents. So that becomes sort of a family karma, which becomes an obstacle between us and our light, our archetypal heritage, our sort of quota of the collective consciousness that we carry with us in this lifetime. Then, of course, we have cultural complexes. Each society has its own cultural sort of complexes.